Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Welcome to the Bhagavad Gita class. Today is Sunday, 24th January 2016. We first start with our prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Scha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Jai Pataka Swaminiti Namine Nama Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katha Dhamadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 We are into second chapter, and today we are going to take Sloka number 51. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya anamayam. Janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantya anamayam. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha.
Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishinaha.
Janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchantya anamayam.
Janma bandha vinimukta padam gacchantya anamayam.
Karmajam,
Karmajam,
due to fruitive activities.
due to fruitive activities.
Buddhi Yuktaha,
Buddhi Yuktaha,
being engaged in devotional service.
being engaged in devotional service.
He
He
certainly.
certainly.
Phalam,
Phalam,
results.
results.
Tyaktva,
Yaktva,
giving up.
giving up.
Manishinaha,
Manishinaha,
great sages or devotees.
great sages or devotees.
Janma Bandha,
Janma Bandha,
from the bondage of birth and death.
from the bondage of birth and death.
Vinirmuktaha,
Vinir Muktaha,
liberated.
liberated.
Padam,
Padam,
position.
position.
Gachanti,
Gachanti,
they reach.
they reach.
Anamayam,
Anamayam,
without miseries.
without miseries.
Translation. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to God. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord,
By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord,
great sages or devotees
great sages or devotees
free themselves from the results of work
free themselves from the results of work
in the material world.
in the material world.
In this way, they become free
In this way, they become free
from the cycle of birth and death
from the cycle of birth and death
and attain the state beyond all miseries.
and attain the state beyond all miseries.
So, in the previous one, Krishna talked about working for about the devotional service to the Supreme Lord in equanimity, meaning not bothering about the results of your fruitive work. Now he's talking here that generally whenever some principle is given, then some testimonials are required, and here the testimonials are given that yes, the sages, the munis, they attained the highest goal by making themselves free from the work. By making themselves fully engaged in devotional service and thus not having any problem, no miseries. Miseries come by Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, the four main principles of material world. So they're all eligible to go back. Go back where? To God. So we'll see some of the nice commentaries on this verse, and then we'll discuss them. The liberated living entities belong to that place where there are no material miseries. It is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.58. Samasrita ye padapallava plavam mahat padam punya yasho murare bhavam buddhir vatsa padam param padam 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 yat vipadam na tesham. For one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Mukunda, or the giver of mukti, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's footprint. Param Padam, or the place where there are no material miseries, or Vaikunta, which is gold, not the place where there is danger in every step of life. So this padam padam yata vipadam is a symptom of this material world. The moment we are born, this starts. There is no escape for anybody. Whoever you may be in the material world, you have to undergo this. You never know what's going to happen next. And so everybody is in anxiety. Now here in US, in the eastern part, suddenly there was a nice December, but now in the month of January, especially now, last couple of days, it has been snowing like hell. The busiest city, one of the busiest cities, has come to standstill. People are worried. They're in anxiety. What will happen? How? Because suddenly the power may go, and power goes and it's outside cold. Right now in our house also, that situation is there. Suddenly yesterday night, the heater stopped working. Although there's no snow here, but for this region, to get a 0 degree or below 0, yesterday night was, I think, -2 or 3. So anxiety is very natural. Of course, we carried on our morning arati, everything, and now I'm giving the class here with you. So just this comes only because of the motivation for serving Krishna. Otherwise, like most of the people on Sundays, they don't get up normally. They get up late. Today is extra bonus for everybody. Don't get up. There's nothing outside. So people are going to take it easy. But when you are taking it easy, what you are missing is the pada pallava plavam mahat padam of who Murari. Once we miss that, then you miss a lot, believe me. And we know it. All of you know it. Those who are doing some devotional service, or those who are doing great devotional service, they of course know it. Those who are doing even a little devotional service, they also know it. That how devotional service can help us, how Bhakti Yoga can help us. Owing to ignorance, one does not know that the material world is a miserable place where there are dangers at every step. Out of ignorance only, less intelligent persons try to adjust to the situation by fruitive activities, thinking that the resultant actions will make them happy. They do not know that no kind of material body anywhere within the universe can give life without miseries. This is perfectly said. Everybody think that let me adjust a little my situation, then things will be all right. Oh, East America is east part is right now snowing. Let's move to the south, and then suddenly you find that there's sleet, the ice, not snow, sometimes. And then you come here, and in the summer you feel, oh my God, it's scorching heat. I remember one place, and that's a big statement in US. In India, it's all right. That something like 97 days, temperature never came down below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was like, hell for everybody. So in the material world, all these adjustments, are just like shifting the boil from one part or to other, praying to Krishna that please, there's a boil, there's a nice example that person has a boil on his body, and somehow Krishna wants to give him some benediction. So he says, come on, what do you want? I'm very happy with you today. Somehow, just like, I picked you. I want to do something for you. Please tell me what should I do? And this person says, oh Krishna, thank you very much. Can you please move this boil from here to back? Here it is too much troublesome. Krishna starts laughing because he says, I had come here to get rid of, you could have at least asked for to remove the boil. You are only asking to shift it. So that's what we do, we just shift the miseries from here to there. Sometimes we feel, oh, no, it's not miserable at all. And then we moved from Chicago to North Carolina, and then it started snowing in North Carolina. And yesterday in the daytime, the temperature was something like 17, 18 or something degrees Fahrenheit. So, you never know. And that's what the suggestion is coming here. So we have to follow the footsteps of the Manishinaha. We don't have to follow the footsteps of some, material leader who has no knowledge of getting rid of this problem. To know one's constitutional position, means to know also the sublime position of the Lord. One who wrongly thinks that the living entity's position and the Lord's position are on the same level is to be understood to be in darkness and therefore unable to engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. He becomes a Lord himself and thus paves the way for the repetition of birth and death. So this is typical. Some sampradaya, they talk like this, okay, you become God in yourself, you become Krishna, because we wrongly think that I can become Krishna. If Krishna can enjoy so much, why not me? And then somebody comes and tells you, yeah, you can become, just adjust a little, just negate certain things. Just keep saying that this Jagat is mithya, Brahma is Satya. And then you will one day become Brahma, and then from Brahma, Krishna is part of Brahma, so you are also, Krishna. Like something like that, some Jagladi. And then that way you are caught in the cycle. We are caught in the cycle and we just keep doing the same thing again and again and again. A little different maybe, But till we surrender to Murari, Mukunda, it's very, very difficult. Not difficult, it's not possible to get away. Those who possess this evenness of mind while performing actions and relinquish their fruits are freed from the bondage of rebirth and go to the region beyond all ills. He means that this dictum or teaching is well known in all the Upanishads. He is certainly, definitely. So it's not that it's some possibility you may or you may not. No. If you possess evenness of mind and then perform your actions without bothering about the results, giving it up to Lord Krishna to decide for you whatever is, because he will always decide what is good for you. That is why it is even more important. It's not that when we are leaving it to Krishna, Krishna is going to put us in trouble. No. He is our only well-wisher. And he will make sure that we get the best that we deserve and that is essential for us. There is something necessary and there is something essential. And Krishna will always give you something essential. Those with spiritual intelligence who relinquish all future desires for the results of all actions, perform in righteousness activities as an offering unto the Supreme Lord, are blessed with self-realization and being released from the bondage of birth and death, they, being liberated, attain the eternal and everlasting spiritual words, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Same thing spoken by different acharya in a little different way. Here, the blessing, he talks about the blessing of getting self-realization. That is the highest supposed to be, right? Anubhuti, as people say, self-realization. And because you are released from the bondage, you are self-realized. That's what we understand. The devotee of the Lord understands that when you are free from the bondage, that means now you are self-realized. You have nothing, no obligation, no problem, no misery. You are in a totally different situation. That's also called Atma Nivedana. Giving up everything. Giving up everything and surrender to Krishna. Lord Krishna instructs the solution in this verse. Same thing again by different acharya. That is to perform all actions free from fruitive craving. Offer all actions to the Supreme Lord without desiring rewards. Endowed with spiritual intelligence and comprehension of reality, one attains the supreme stage. To get there, the performance of actions with equanimity is the way to wisdom and is the means of for assured liberation. Again, assured liberation. No doubts, no ifs and buts, no maybe, no. Sure. These are all spoken by the acharyas who had no ulterior motive. They didn't want any money from us, some commission, give some formula. No. They are genuinely compassionate about the souls, about the living entities. And they want us to help us get out. An objection might be made that although it is definitely beneficial to avoid evil activities, but why should one abandon good actions? Lord Krishna responds that the wise who consider the true nature of things and have contemplated the cause of birth and death realize that while evil deeds give rise to horrible reactions, also reactions to good deeds propels one to be born in noble and wealthy families while still remaining in the material existence, are still subject to pleasure and pain and subject to old age, disease and death, and that should also be avoided. So this is one question which naturally will come to our mind. Why should I give up good actions? So good actions without Krishna are again going to bind you. Guna, sattva guna. That's why you need to go to Vishuddha Sattva, no Guna, Vishuddha Sattva. That means completely pure, no material tinge there. Because if you are born in a family, good family, etc., still, not that the richest person has no problems, or the very highly educated person has no problems. No, everybody has problems because of the nature of the material world. And that's why all our efforts should be there to get out of this. There's no point trying to adjust here. It's no good. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope you liked all these commentaries by the acharyas. And now if you have any question, comment, please let me know. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.